Shelby Bells, it's Shelby. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in for another video. In today's video, you guys, we have some major tea hot off the press. So hot, I mean, Sebastian's not even off of his live stream yet, and I really feel like we need to talk about this tea. So Sebastian Soto. If you guys are not caught up in who Sebastian Soto is, how did you make your way to my little drama channel when Sebastian is like the king over there? But Sebastian has a drama channel too, and he has been doing these afternoon tea with Sebastian live streams, which are so great. I love them so much. He started them this week, and they've just been so fun to go to. You guys know I love to go on people's live streams, like people I support, other creators and stuff like that. I also love to go live. I love the whole thing. So he went on a live stream, and he spilled some major tea, saying that he was behind the scenes working with a major creator to like collab on a podcast with. And I have some thoughts about it. So if you're interested in hearing more about that drama, make sure that you keep on watching. So before we get started, if you are new here, my name is Shelby. I am like the crazy cat lady of the drama community. I always have Mr. and Miss Kitty here with me to spill the tea. They catch up on all the tea with me and, you know, fill us in here on the channel. Isn't that right, Mr. Kitty? Yes, it is, Mr. Kitty. And so they're here. Sometimes they make appearances. They come up and sit with us, and sometimes they do all those things. Let me see if he wants to come sit right now. Mr. Kitty? This is Mr. Kitty himself, so he is the deliverer of the tea. He always brings you the tea. Miss Kitty, she brings us the tea as well. Miss Kitty, I think, is taking a little bit of a nap she's taking a nap right now, so she's not available, but Mr. Kitty's here to say hi to you guys and spill the tea. So if you like that kind of a thing, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video, and do all the things. Isn't that right, Mr. Kitty? I know it's true. Okay, so let's get into the video, you guys. So Sebastian Soto has started these afternoon tea with Sebastian live streams, and I live for them. I love Sebastian. I think he's such a cool creator. And he was really kind of spilling the tea in this. So he basically was saying that he came up with the concept for afternoon tea with Sebastian because he had been in the works with a major creator, a big creator, to team up and do a podcast for a few months, and then in the end they ended up pulling out of the deal temporarily until his subscriber count jumped up. Sebastian Soto is about at 27,000 subscribers or something like that, and they wanted 100,000 subscribers before they could actually collab. Apparently most of them were on board for this, but then somebody on the team kind of pulled out and was like, hey, I'm sorry, we still want to do this, but not yet. You're just not quite large enough of a creator yet. We're not going to get a big enough return on investment, so we're going to have to press pause. And he didn't really show any malice or like anything being hurt by this, but he was telling the story, and I think I'm going to roll you some clips so you can see it. Mr. Kitty got all the clips for us, okay? And he wants to play them for you so you can hear all the tea, so I'm going to roll it.
I mean, we had so many meetings. We had dinners. They took me out to a dinner in Beverly Hills. Hi, Shelby. They took me out to dinner in Beverly Hills. They did a bunch of things, and they showed me a lot of visual ideas that I guess they're, I don't know what it's called, like the person who like sketches or something. And they displayed like my whole visual of what my show would be like. And then a while passed, like a couple weeks, and I hadn't heard anything. And I actually reached out to them, and they basically said like they were very interested in doing this with me, that they would put all of their equipment, cameras and things. They said that they would even help me with an editor, and actually it was gonna be live every day, so it wasn't gonna need editing, because I was trying to cut costs for them. So I was like, well, we don't really need, because they wanted to put this whole team behind this. So someone else got involved on their team, and somebody else came in and said that I wasn't big enough to attract those numbers that they wanted to bring in. So the people there were like, look, we still want to work with you. Let's keep it secret for now. And until you get to 100,000, then we can revisit this. So after months and months of, of doing everything, it's in pause now. And I took it upon myself to say I could have this huge machine to help me go the distance, literally, but they will not until I get to a certain level, which is fully understandable. So I took it upon myself and I said, well, I don't have to wait. I don't have an editor. I don't have lighting. I don't have a studio. I don't have equipment. I have my phone, and I have my brain, and I have my personality. And that's all I need to start. So I took it upon myself to just do it. And that is the real true reason behind Afternoon Tea with Sebastian. And we're still in communication. They know what I'm doing, and they're hoping that I get to 100K soon. But they never want to take the risk. They were going to. I mean, you guys, it went so far as to showing me potentially where my studio was going to be and the props that it was going to have. So I mean, it was super, super fast. I mean, we were already thinking about the announcement. So I mean, it went super far, and it's still there. I just, I need to get to the level that they need me to be in. But you know what? If I get to that level and somebody else wants to do something with me and I like them better, it is what it is. But they said that I could have pretty much all the control that I wanted to, but, and sorry that I might not be able to say this, but there were a couple people I was never allowed to talk about, which in reality, like, it bothered me because that's having control. And like, if something happened with these people, then, it would be wrong for me not to talk about them since I talk about everybody else. So that part was a little annoying. I understood why. Yeah, so the merch, actually, if you guys noticed, I disappeared all my merch, and it was because we were going to make merch with these people. So now I'm gonna make my own merch. I will make my own show. I will make everything by myself, which is okay. You know what I mean? I think it's I think I was very excited about having this like huge machine behind me, because I think that really would have helped. Obviously would have helped a lot, right? But I also know that I can do it. And that goes on to everyone out here. Like, you can do it all. You just have to believe in yourself. And you have to just do what you need to do. You know what I mean? You can't wait until somebody who has money or connections decide that they want to help you. You got to do it yourself.
Oh my God, the cats think this is major tea. The cats, they have, who do you think it is, Mr. Kitty? You think, okay, Keemstar, I don't know if it's Keemstar, Mr. Kitty. Who else would you thought maybe it could be Keemstar, but who else do you think it was? H3H3 Ethan Klein, Mr. Kitty? What about you, Miss? What do you think, Miss? Miss, what do you think? Okay, Miss Kitty seems to be saying this is definitely Ethan Klein that Sebastian's probably going to be working with. Mr. Kitty is a little on the fence, says it could be Keemstar or Ethan Klein, but Mr. Kitty, Sebastian said that it was a 12-person team, and he said that you couldn't talk about a certain number of people and a couple different people, and you don't think that he was talking about Trisha Paytas, that you couldn't mention Trisha Paytas, Mr. Kitty? Well, Mr. Kitty, I mean, I think that that just makes sense. Mr. Kitty says, Shelby, that mama, he calls me mama. Mr. Kitty says, mama, that just seems to be the obvious choice for Sebastian, you know, but it probably isn't that. But I don't know, Mr. Kitty. I think I'm going to have to agree to disagree with you on this one, because I think it absolutely was Ethan Klein and H3H3. And I think that that, honestly, is a super good opportunity for Sebastian. Isn't that right, Mr. Kitty? Okay, well, yeah, okay. I agree that, okay, Mr. Kitty. Mr. Kitty is saying, here's the thing, Sebastian can do it on his own. He doesn't need Ethan Klein and H3H3. So, and you know, I kind of agree with that. I think that if this would have happened, and it might happen when Sebastian hits 100K, the thing is, you never know what direction life is going to take you and stuff. Like, Sebastian might be like super excited to do this right now. We never know. I personally feel like Ethan Klein and H3H3 are on kind of like a downward spiral here, and I think that honestly, they say that they wouldn't get a return on investment. I think it would absolutely fix their reputation if they worked with Sebastian, because Sebastian is so unproblematic as far as a drama channel goes. He always keeps it very, you know, like not non-controversial, because he tells his opinions, but he's always very respectful, right? And so I feel like that would actually fix their reputation, because they're in a lot of trouble right now. They've been in drama after drama after drama. Ethan's running his mouth too much about stuff that he shouldn't be talking about so publicly, like, and stuff like that. As far as his political views go, he's being a little bit too mouthy, right? And I think that Sebastian would be somebody who could reel that in and kind of like get the people back on Ethan Klein's side. So if you want to know my opinion all day long, yeah, Sebastian's subscriber count is much, much lower than Ethan Klein's subscriber count and H3H3 subscriber count. But I do think that, honestly, Sebastian will be very, very good for Ethan Klein and H3H3. Now, again, Sebastian has signed an NDA, okay? He mentioned that in his live stream. So he did not confirm or say that, yes, this was Ethan Klein and H3H3. And if it was Ethan Klein and H3H3, he has signed an NDA, and so he will not be disclosing that to us, okay? This is all my conspiracy theory, allegedly. I don't know the actual person. This is just what I'm thinking, and it's just kind of like a fun little kiki drama video, girl. Don't take this in like, I mean, I don't know. If you want to take this and make it a big thing, that's cool. But we're not out here to get Sebastian in trouble. We're not out here to make it seem like Sebastian went, you know, didn't follow his terms of his agreement, because he did, okay? But I think that it would be really, really good for Ethan to work with Sebastian. I mean, the thing is, Sebastian has a great reputation. He might be a smaller creator, but he has a great reputation. And I definitely understand why whoever this was, whether it was Ethan Klein or whatever creator it was, I definitely understand why they would maybe want to not work with somebody until they had a bigger subscriber count. That's just business, you guys. Based on these clips that you guys heard, they were going to be paying him. They were going to be offering up all of their, like, the lighting and the equipment and the studio rental and all that stuff costs money, and they were going to be doing all that, and it is a big investment, and so you do want to have a return on your investment. And I'm just being honest, I am a small channel. I'm a much smaller channel than even Sebastian. I do understand where they might not think the return on investment is going to be as great as having somebody with millions of subscribers come onto their channel. So I get that, and I understand where they're coming from, but from a PR standpoint, I think that Sebastian will be great for that. I think they could fix his reputation. However, I do understand from a business standpoint where Ethan Klein and H3H3 were coming from, if that's where they were coming from. But anyway, I just thought that was very, very interesting. Leave me your thoughts on all that in the comment section down below. By the way, Sebastian is going to be continuing with his Afternoon Tea with Sebastian podcast, and that is like, the live streams are going to be turned into a podcast, and he's still developing it and working on it and stuff, but he is going to be working with drama creators and just creators out there in general and interviewing them and talking with them and stuff. And I don't know, listen, I've never met Sebastian, just talk with him on like the Instagram and stuff. He seems like a great person. In the live stream, I said I would love to come on, and he'd come on it, and he said I was already booked. And listen, that would be amazing. That would be like such a cool thing for me, such a great experience. But listen, I'm not literally counting my what is it? Counting my eggs before they hatch. We'll see if that happens. I would love for that to happen. But also, I am a super small creator, so who knows? It would be like the same situation for him, kind of a thing, as dealing with H3 and himself with me to him. You know what I mean? So I would totally understand if he didn't. But I would love to go on it. So you guys, let him know in his comment sections. Leave me comments in this video down below if you want to see me on his little podcast that he does, because I would love to go on there. Okay, guys. So now enough about that, because I'm super hungry. I went and don't come for me. Do not come for me, because I eat well. almost every single day of the week, and I work out 4 days a week, and I deserve to have a treat if I wanted to have a treat. So I was driving home from work, and I got the Jack Harlow meal from KFC. Okay, so we're gonna unbox it together. I'm not gonna eat the whole thing on camera because I just literally don't do that, but I thought I would unbox it and look at it with you guys. So the one thing, okay, so the Jack Harlow meal from KFC, it includes a spicy chicken sandwich, fries, macaroni and cheese, and a side of ranch with lemonade. So I don't really love lemonade that much, so I got a Diet Pepsi instead. And then as far as the mac and cheese goes, they didn't have any, so I had to get mashed potatoes instead. So they have my mashed potatoes here, and I have my French fries here. Oh my God, I'm so hungry. If they didn't give me a ranch, I'm gonna riot. And then I have my sandwich right here. So, oh my God, okay, cool. So I was wondering, because there's not much like on the package that's like branded for Jack Harlow, but if you look back on here, there is Jack Harlow branding. So it's the only thing that has branding on it. Everything else is just regular KFC stuff. But where's the ranch? Okay, and they gave me the ranch. Girl, I was gonna riot if I didn't get ranch. So there's ranch here too. So I don't know. Okay, we're gonna just take a bite of the sandwich together, and then I'm gonna eat the rest of it off camera. I feel like that's really what you guys, like the heart of the meal or whatever. I also haven't had the KFC's chicken sandwich, so we'll see. Okay. So it's good. It's not too spicy. It's really good. I like it a lot. So let's eat a fry. I kind of wish it came with like a biscuit or something, because I love the biscuits at KFC. I just love the biscuits at the chicken places. So like you dip them in your mashed potatoes and stuff. So good. Anyway, that's the Jack Harlow meal from KFC. I'm gonna finish it off camera, but I just wanted to show you that I got it. Anyway, guys, I think that's gonna be it for today's video. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think about the Sebastian mystery podcast with this big creator. Do you think it was Ethan Klein and H3H3? Do you think it was Keemstar like Mr. Kitty thinks? Like, who do you think it was with? Let me know in the comment section down below your thoughts on all that drama. I'd love to hear from you. And that's going to be it for today's video, you guys. If you did enjoy it, make sure you give me a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel down below. Don't forget to ring the bell so you're notified of all my future videos when they do post. Remember, all Shelby bells ring the bell. And yeah, if you liked today's video, YouTube should be suggesting a couple more down here for you to choose from. So I'd love it if you did that. And aside from that, I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.